We're back at 9:12. Local nonprofit Dion Chicago Dream works hard every single day to fight food insecurity across the city. Right now, they're partnering with the Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois to unveil a new Dream Vault. It's to help neighbors in Morgan Park receive fresh food. Very important. My man Dion Dawson is here with me this morning. He's the founder of Dion Chicago Dream. He's been on Voice of Change numerous times. This is, in fact, the first time we're meeting in person.
First time.
Good to see you, my man.
Definitely.
Good to see you. 1 in 5 Chicagoland families are dealing with food insecurity.
Yes.
Talk about how your work came to be in helping these families.
Well, I think when we think about our work is, starting at the foundation of health equity and understanding that, okay, we can do things that are reactive, but we also want to be prescriptive. And that's just the basis of what Dion Chicago Dream is. We're able to, get and meet people where they are. Yeah. We're able to make sure that quality is there. And then we want to make sure that our programming is not just effective in that moment, but it's something that the resident and the recipients can then go back to. And that's just been the basis of what this partnership has been about.
Absolutely. You're a perfect example of just don't talk about it, be about it. Absolutely. And be the change you want to see out there as well. How did this partnership come about, Blue Shield, Blue Cross Blue Shield? Because you don't hear often of food insurance companies giving donations like this.
Absolutely. Well, the beautiful thing about it is that Blue Cross Blue Shield has been amazing partners already. They've been, one of our funders. And, we, from the beginning, I always talk to them. I talk to the president. I talk to all of the staff. They said, hey, I see this partnership doing big things. And they've been right there with us. They've been doing partnerships in the community with other organizations individually. And with this, we did this because the Dream Vault is something that is a unifier. The Dream Vault is about how can we activate spaces so that not only can we fight food insecurity and health equity, but also activate spaces like the Blue Door Neighborhood Center, which has already been in multiple communities throughout the Chicagoland area doing the work. We just want to give them that extra push to make sure we can get residents and recipients in those doors and get more services.
Tell us more about the Dream Vault. I know you had the first one back in August, correct? Absolutely. How's it going? How does it work? What are you hearing from neighbors?
Oh, no, it's going great. It's going great. And the beautiful thing about it is that it's something that we do every day. So it's always about responding to, what the recipients are saying. Yeah. And it works as simple. They get their code and then they have all day to pick up their box. That box is just like this. It's our box of brand new fresh produce. And, with the Dream Vault program, it's innovative, it's new. We recently just won Chicago Innovation Awards for the Dream Vault program. And it's something that really meets the recipient in their neighborhood, allows them, whether it's by car or if they need to walk, they can get there, get our produce, and then wherever that vault is, it really activates that space and brings in that foot traffic.
And it's always seasonal produce as well. We have talked many times about your firsthand experience being homeless, dealing with food insecurity yourself as well. How does that inform what you're doing with Dion's Chicago Dream?
Well, I think it started informing a lot, and then it moved from being about my lived experience to about where we are. And so we're very process driven, and we want to make sure that the workflows are there, the respect is there, and the attention to detail is there. So it really, showed me like, hey, what did I feel when I went through this thing? How could it have been better? And a few of those things was the quality, was the touch points, was feeling like you're cared for. And I think, with this partnership with Blue Cross Blue Shield and their Blue Door Neighborhood Center, as well as T. Castro, who has amazing quality produce, who's going to be the provider for this program, you have 3 entities that understand the importance of solid programming, neighborhood-based partnership, and ultimately meeting that recipient and resident where they are as opposed to the other way around.
And I think the empathy you have as well makes you the perfect person to tackle this issue. Before we run out of time, what's next?
Oh, I mean, first and foremost, there's going to be more Dream Vaults. We're going to have those throughout the Chicagoland area. Of course, we want to get a Dream Vault in, some of our suburban areas because we know that they're experiencing food insecurity too. But just also making sure that we have these stable programs and partners year over year so we can really build that. Each Dream Vault provides up to 80,000 pounds of fresh produce in that general radius. And so what we want to do is continue to plant these assets in all of these communities. So it's not about how, it's about when.
Yeah, and that's the answer. One of the many answers, I believe, too. We don't call them food deserts. It's food apartheid. If you don't know what that means, look that up. And if you want to learn more about what this fella right here is doing for the community, go to DionChicagoDream.com. Always good to see you.
Always, brother.
Finally, in real life.
Definitely.
Won't be the last.
Won't be the last.
Won't be the last time.